welcome back. Today I am joined by Dr. Tidwell, who is here on behalf of Golden Coast Dermatology. And today we are going to be talking about vein care. Well, doctor, thank you for joining me. How are you doing?
Hey, good morning.
So, vein care is something that I've actually been interested in, and many of my friends have too. And so we'll get into that in just a little bit because I understand that insurance can cover some of those operations. And before I get into that, tell me a little bit about Golden Coast Dermatology.
Sure. We are a relatively new practice. We're right on the I-5 at the Mission Hospital area, easy to get to, and we have plenty of covered parking. We specialize in what I like to do, which is dermatology, which is I'm board certified in that, and then also passionate about skin cancer. And in addition to that, I'm board certified in venous and lymphatic medicine, which is the treatment of varicose veins. And we are experts at that, and we are effective at getting coverage adequately for our patients. As you said, that's one of the big misconceptions that people think that it's just cosmetic. Whereas so many people wake up, they have a hard time walking, playing golf, tennis, doing things that they enjoy because their legs are swelling, aching, poor circulation. And we're 99.5% insurance based for our vein care. So we really do go the extra mile to help explain what insurance covers and how to treat that.
Oh, that's good to know. Interestingly, I didn't realize that vein issues was potentially caused by circulation. How does that affect the veins?
Sure. So as an oversimplification, the heart starts pumping blood and it goes away in arteries and it comes back in veins.
Mm-hmm.
As we have birthdays and things in life, people have had careers on their feet, people in healthcare, waitresses, anyone standing, the valves in our legs and the veins give out. So you have a hard time from blood getting from your foot back to your heart. And this presents in several ways. Everyone knows about the little spider veins, and those progress to the varicose veins. People start to have symptoms like night cramps, swelling, aching. You also get changes. You see a lot of rashes, stasis dermatitis. This affects people with diabetes are very familiar with these sort of things, circulation problems. And left untreated, it can get worse to very hard, very itchy rashes, then eventually ulcerations, and then in extreme cases, they have amputated people's extremities because of these poor circulation issues. So early intervention is key. If you remember one thing, veins in your legs are just as important as anything else in your body. Your insurance can help cover with that when appropriate. Get seen early. Don't wait.
And so when you talk about how insurance covers I think I had heard that, well, it has to hurt or it has to do this or it has to do that. So if someone is concerned about getting coverage, what are some of the things, is that you help them with to help insurance be able to take care of that?
Sure. Well, we explain to people what their insurance covers. We accept all major plans. With HMOs, because we're a specialist, you need that referral letter from your doctor, and we're happy to help. And we take all plans.
Mm-hmm.
So it goes through explaining, yes, you're right, symptoms. So if people have symptoms, swelling, itching, night cramps, have trouble enjoying their activities of daily life,
Mm-hmm.
there's an indication for that. And we would do an ultrasound. Ultrasound is a simple, painless procedure where you basically take a picture of the veins. You see which veins are working, which ones aren't working. So the veins that are causing problems, we have new minimally invasive techniques that Medicare and other insurance plans cover, and it goes in and seals down the areas of concern. And we know that by taking the map with the ultrasound. Similar to what people have when they take a picture of a baby, ultrasound's the same technology.
Okay. And then what do you do to the vein? Does it disappear completely?
Sure. That we are minimally invasive. So a lot of times people used to think about the vein stripping. I know my father had that and still has a large scar down his whole leg. That's of the dark ages now. Because these new techniques are so minimally invasive that we get access through a single injection, not even a cut. An injection, a small catheter goes in. Again, it goes back to our map. We see where the damage is, go in, depending on which technology. That Medicare is covering the new one called Venaseal, which has no compression socks, no downtime. It's actually quite revolutionary. Stick this biological adhesive, basically it seals the vein. So the vein's still there, It just goes in where there's a damaged area, a damaged valve, or something causing the circulation to work improperly. We seal that, and you walk out the door and immediately improved. And if you do the Medicare waiver, there's Venaseal, and there's a lot of information on our website. If people are looking it up, there's no quiz to remember everything, and you don't even have to wear compression socks afterwards, which I know so many people in California hate because it is 95 degrees this August. So a lot of our patients really love that.
Wow, well, that's something new. I had not heard of that one. So what's the longevity of something like that?
Sure. It depends on which treatment. You know, if you are on Medicare, you're a candidate for Venaseal. They just approved it. Some of the other plans, people may not have that. There's radio frequency. They both work about the same. And so they say in about 5 years, approximately 95% of all the veins remain closed. So even at 5 years out, 19 out of 20 people will still have all those veins sealed.
Wow.
New veins pop up, but you know, we see people once a year to kind of follow them up, make sure everything is going. But it's a great treatment, and we're really excited to be able to offer that to people.
How does that treatment you just mentioned differ from the saline solution way?
Sure, that's a great question. So I even have some of that here. People remember there's the old days, the hypertonic saline, and then this is a sclera, which is another product that is similar, that kind of replaced that hypertonic saline. So veins are almost like a tree, that people who have the cosmetic indications and just get that hypertonic saline or the polydocanol, those are like the leaves. I have so many patients sometimes come in and say, hey, I had this laser done, or I had this saline done. I wore the compression socks as much as I could, but it came back a month later.
Oh.
I'm sure a lot of people have seen that. It's because it's like a tree, like I said, that in the very deep portions of our leg is where the 95% of the blood should flow.
Mm-hmm.
We work under the skin, the ones that cause problems functionally, that's about 5%. So there's 3 levels. There's the big veins there, which is the greater saphenous, which what Venaseal and these other procedures. There are medium veins, which we can inject with a strong version of this called Venaseal.
Mm-hmm.
And then the very small ones up top that people see, they're just cosmetic, the little spider veins. Those are the ones that are traditionally done with hypertonic saline or some of these products like a sclera to treat that cosmetically. But I do caution people saying, if you have undertreated the larger veins underneath your leg and something's going on there, an insurance covered procedure, and you don't know that and just treat the cosmetic, will often have disappointing results because it's being fed and it'll come right back. So we encourage anyone to look at that and say, let's look at the whole leg. Let's make sure we're not wasting time and really treat the underlying cause thoroughly.
Wow. Well, it's good to know that there's new technology out there, especially because you said you don't have to wear those socks. I wonder if some people just don't even do it because they don't want to wear the socks.
Yeah, that's most people. I mean, no one wants to wear those socks right now in the summer.
So walk me through, so what it would be like. So if you come in, obviously you're evaluating what kind of a vein situation that you're dealing with. Walk me through maybe the worst to the easiest.
Sure. Well, the process starts with coming in. We take a look. We take that scan that we talked about, the ultrasound, where we map your legs and the veins, see what's going on, where the problem is there a problem? And then for insurance to cover these procedures, we have a waiting time. We try conservative therapy, varying between 6 weeks to 3 months, depending on which plan you're on. We know them. We help you through that process. That's conservative therapy, wearing compression socks if you can, exercising, and then you come back 6 weeks to 3 months, like I said, depending on your plan, and we help you with that.
Okay.
And then we say, hey, did it work? Oftentimes those results are disappointing, and then we can go through with the procedures. The Venaseal, like we said, that doesn't require compression socks or radio frequency, or if you have just medium ones, some of those ones that we briefly touched on, some injections. And rarely we do cosmetic, but our focus here is helping people get better functionally and taking care of them.
And like you mentioned, the recovery time is quite simple for the most newest technology, right?
Correct. So the vein stripping, like my father had, where you're in the hospital overnight and pain is gone. We actually want you to walk. We want you to be out walking that afternoon, taking a walk at the mall or go around the golf course. We want you active. It's actually counterintuitive. I try to explain this to people, and they think I'm lying to them, but the new technology that Medicare is paying for is unbelievably effective and easy.
Great. How long's it been around?
It's been around for about 3 years now,
Oh.
and getting more and more popular, getting more evidence out there, and so now they're really rolling out, and we're super excited for it.
And you mentioned that on your website. Is there a description of the solution that you mentioned?
Sure, yeah. Our website, goldencoastdermatology.com, we have a whole section on veins that talk about walking through the procedures, videos explaining them, and then also what that is involved, circulation, a lot of material out there. And then we're also happy to talk about it here in person too.
Oh, that's great. Well, gosh, thank you. This has been very enlightening. I'm happy to know there are new solutions for our residents where they don't have to wear the socks, or they can just get right back out there and do their activities. So that's awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good day.
All right, and we'll talk to you again. And we'll be right back after this.